Okay, hi. My name is Stefan, and I'm an exchange student from Serbia. I came to the United States 6 months ago with the exchange program called A Smile, and I came out to my friends and my parents when I was
Hi,
14.
I'm Brent. I'm 28. And I first came out when I was around 14, 15 to my mom and my dad.
Hi, I'm Mahima. I'm 17 years old, and I never really came out. I was forced to come out when I was about
I am
15 years
Cortez
old.
Riley, and I am a student at the University of Minnesota. And I guess coming out, I came out first to a friend. She was my
Hi,
best
my
friend
name
in
is
high
Asia
school.
Stowers, and I'm the programming diva at District 202. I came out last year, September. It was actually when I was applying for this job at District 202 because I had written a cover letter that said that about as a bisexual female, all of this, and I was spilling all of my feelings out in this cover letter. And my mom, she called me and she said, I'm applying for a job. Could you send me an example of a cover letter? And I'm like, cool. So I sent her the one at District 202. She called me back and she said, what does it say in the fourth line?
Hi, my name is Rachel, and this is my coming out story. Let's see. Ever since I was a little kid, I've had feelings of liking girls, and I never really connected with it or realized
So
it.
I came out, and the the worst part is that you get really discriminated against, and you lose older friends that used to be your friends. The friends that you thought that you had actually just would stab you in the back because you're gay now, we don't need you anymore, you're different than us. So I basically had only gay friends in Serbia or a few straight friends who were really okay with people who are gay, but they would get discriminated against too.
When I came out to my dad, he actually wanted to take me to a strip club and get me a prostitute so that I could be straight, normal. And I wasn't happy with that. My dad, I have no contact with. I was living with him at the time, and he kicked me out, so I was homeless. 2 weeks after I came out to my mom, she came out to me and said she was a lesbian. And she said there was a place called Face to Face in St. Paul in District 202. I found District 202 to be easier because there was other teens that I knew that I could talk to, and if I had any problems, I can go to the staff and let them know what is going on.
When I first came out, my mother had a lot of problems with me, or with my sexuality. And my father, he was just like kind of like ambivalent about it. But my mother told my father to give me a prostitute when I was 15, because she wouldn't have a gay son. She commonly thought that it was a phase. She eventually came around. She seen this movie called Prayers for Bobby, and it was pretty much a movie about this little teen guy committing suicide as well as his mother, his devout Christian mother, putting him down. And my mother saw that movie and kind of, had an epiphany.
I don't really believe in sitting down and saying, oh, I'm this and coming out because I feel like I'm normal. And if I sit somebody down and say, this is who I am, that's like I'm abnormal and I know you're not gonna like it, but I'm normal. So who I am is who I am. And if you accept it, you accept it.
I was raised at the time in a home that was really anti-gay and very homophobic. And so I just kind of buried that down and never really realized what I
They rang
was.
the door at like 11 p.m. So I actually just opened the door without even looking who's outside because I thought it was my neighbor who needed something. And it wasn't. It was two guys who came into my apartment and attacked me. It was about 5 or 4 hours of torture before the police came. The police really didn't care. They actually started questioning me, as in, why did you let them in the apartment? Why do you open the doors at 11 p.m.?
Life now for me is 10 times better than what it was. I'm no longer hiding who I am from anybody. The support of the gay community, and we're all one, we're all equal, and people don't recognize that. And I want to make a change.
Like, no, I'm not going to accept no for an answer. And I guess I was able to do that because I found an inner strength. I knew that God loves me. I knew that I was not all the things that people were saying about how homosexuals are this and blah, blah, blah. I knew that those things weren't true, that they were just people being ignorant.
When I realized that, wait, I have some weird feelings, or not weird, but they felt weird to me, I actually took quizzes online to see if I was gay because I was so unsure. And all of them said I was a lesbian, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? If 10 people say you have a tail, maybe you should turn around and look.
So my family, even nowadays, doesn't want to talk to me because I can rotten their children, I can make them gay, I'm a disgrace to the family. The only person in my family who always supported me is my aunt, and without her, I wouldn't be here probably, because I had after all of that happening, I had a few suicidal attempts, which gladly and luckily didn't happen. I mean, I didn't kill myself because I had only a few friends who were my real friends and who stayed beside me.
One of the things that helped me overcome not bullying, but just discrimination in my community, specifically in the Black community, because it can be very harsh, is art, dance, theater, singing, poetry. All of that is an outlet for me to tell my side of the story, say how I feel.
And I asked him, I'm like, Dad, if I found a girl and I was to get married to her, would you come to my wedding? He said, definitely. And for me, that was so nice to hear, because at first, his initial response when I told him was, what, does that mean you're going to bring girls home now?
It's unfortunate sometimes in our community that people take their lives because they can't find that inner strength in themselves to, I'm a beautiful person and I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy to, of greatness, etc., etc.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Rahima, showing y'all love. It's 2011 and this year is going to be really good. And so I just want everybody that is struggling to find themselves, just really open up and just let that inner person out. Let them free. And just be who you are, baby.